What your birth hour tells us about you. The clock tells us what makes you tick. Anyone who is a little concerned with astrology knows about the importance of the date of birth and the hour. These numbers provide information about the constellation and the ascendant, which accompany and shape us from this moment throughout our lives. But the exact time at which we were allowed to see the light of day also allows us to draw conclusions about our character, our inclinations, talents, and even about the way we will face the world from day one. Are you curious? Then we have some interesting insights for you here. From 0000 to 2 a.m. If you came into the world in the time after midnight and 2 a.m., family always comes first for you. To you, this foundation is more important than anything else in your life. You see it as a stable foundation and the starting point for every further adventure that life will offer you. Some people might see you as introverted or shy when they first meet you, but you just prefer to look closely at new acquaintances. From 2 to 4 a.m. If you started your life at this time of the night, then the party can undoubtedly begin. With you, a person has been born who wants to savor life to the fullest and get to know all its facets. You are up for any fun and can quickly get excited about new people, hobbies, or things. Your passion is traveling and exploring new cultures in foreign countries. It never keeps you in one place for long, which makes your life colorful and diverse. From 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. If the early hours of the morning are your starting time in life, then you are an extremely helpful person who is always ready to help others with words and deeds. Your high level of self-motivation is contagious, and your spirit of adventure sweeps everyone else along in no time. What you should pay attention to, however, is self-love. This sometimes comes too short in your life. So busy are you with playing the saving angel and the helping hand. From 6 to 8 a.m. The early bird catches the worm for all those who have recognized its charm and make use of its magic. Those who start life this way will maintain their panache for making a grand entrance until the end of their days. You need the constant attention, whether it's professional or personal. What you are reluctant to do is subordinate yourself and play only second fiddle. It would therefore be unquestionably worthwhile to strive for a management position or even take the step into self-employment. From 8 to 10 a.m. If you were born in the early morning, you like it quiet and contemplative. Being the center of attention is abhorrent to you, and you shun crowds. You feel comfortable when you can be yourself, alone in silence. A job in an open planned office or with a lot of party traffic would certainly be mental overkill for you. Instead, look for a creative job where you can manage your own time. From 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Seeing the light of day later in the morning means living in the middle of the action. These people love the company of others and need regular interaction and contact with them as much as they need the air they breathe. Those who belong to your inner circle can consider themselves lucky. You don't let anyone down, and you are someone with whom one can steal horses. Professionally, you will find yourself in a field that meets these needs. Working alone in a quiet room would make you unhappy to death. From 12 noon to 1400. Early afternoon brings into the world people who are very ambitious and are satisfied only with the best. A flawless image is just as important to them as financial and professional success. However, their private life should not have to suffer. Prestige and status aren't everything and won't keep you warm on cold nights. From 1400 to 1600. Very dynamic and highly motivated people are surprisingly born in the afternoon, when most others experience their typical performance low. Stand still is a foreign word for these ambitious contemporaries, and the most they can find is rest and relaxation by thinking up new projects and developing the corresponding master plan right away. From 1600 to 1800. The transition from afternoon to early evening is reserved for optimists as a time of birth. Nothing shakes these people, and their glass is always half full. They love life and their fellow human beings and would never think that bad times are there to be dwelled on. This positive view of things means that these people are often found among the lucky ones. From 1800 to 20 o'clock. As a time of birth, the evening brings out passionate, even seductive people whom a mysterious and magical aura surrounds. You quickly become the center of attention wherever you go, and you can practically choose your admirers as you please. From 20 to 2200. In this time slot, the orderly and pragmatic are born. There is no room for chaos and hustle and bustle in their lives, and these people leave nothing to chance. They always have an ace up their sleeve and know how to hold their own, even in the trickiest situations. From 2200 to midnight. At these advanced hours, creative people are born. These personalities love to simply give in to the ideas in their heads and build castles in the air without end. As a born night owl, this time will remain your favorite part of the day, where you are completely centered and grounded to let your creative talents run wild. Life is a 24-hour job. It may have starting advantages to have seen the light of day at a certain time, but from that point on, we have to live 24 hours a day with no timeouts or breaks. Each point in time brings with it advantages and disadvantages. The trick is to recognize the good and use it wisely to draw more of it into our lives.